was that? What was that? What was that? Are you kidding me? Are we really came up with 0 points? We were at the 1 yard line. At the one. And we come up with 0 points. That last 30 seconds was pathetic. Oh my God. You have a chance to go up 14-12, and this dude Wilson can't catch a football. This is why Seattle didn't want you anymore. No wonder they dropped this dude. Oh my God. You're you can't catch a football. Hey, bro, you are a tight end. You are wide open in the end zone. You know contact's gonna be there. Catch the football and protect it. And it's a touchdown. How do you drop that? That whole last second, that whole last 30 seconds was pathetic. First of all, Harbaugh, why are you calling a timeout for? Why are you calling a timeout? When you have one timeout left and there's 30 seconds left in the half, the first thing you need to think is we have to preserve that timeout. Because worst case scenario, we're going to have to kick a field goal and we're going to need a timeout, especially knowing we're probably going to run the football. But for some reason, he calls the timeout. He calls the timeout. Then, second and go, we run it up with Gus, and it gets stopped. And then you just got Steelers players just laying on the floor and purposely delaying the game. I do not blame the Steelers for making that decision. That is a smart play on the Steelers. Because if it's a pass play and you're on the floor like that, yeah, they're going to call that. But a run play, when everybody's lined up at the line of scrimmage, you don't know what's happening at the bottom of the pile. So for them to just be laying down there, that is a smart tactic by the Steelers defense. The Steelers defense played that perfectly because the refs aren't going to call that. That's on the refs for not calling that, but the Steelers doing that, that wasn't wrong. That was a smart move by them because it's going to waste the clock, and the refs aren't going to be smart enough to know, yeah, they're purposely delaying the game. They saw it was a run play. Everybody's pile up. They don't know what's happening at the bottom of the pile. They don't know if it's a delay game or not. So that was a smart tactic by the Steelers. But the Ravens put themselves in this situation. And then RG3, I don't know if he made the decision or if they made the decision. But why did he snap that ball in the first place? Spike the ball, get 3 points, guarantee it. Just everything in that last 30 seconds ruined a beautiful drive by the Ravens. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't care what happened throughout the game. We already know about the turnovers. I don't care. It's just this last 30 seconds was the worst. That was piss poor time management, man. Harbaugh calling a timeout when he could have just spiked the ball and saved the timeout. A delay of game happening, nobody really ready to handle that situation. And then RG3, instead of just spiking the ball and getting Tucker on the field and let's kicking 3 points, he decides, I'm going to play action pass right there to Luke Wilson, which is not like it was wrong in terms of like the play didn't work. It worked. It's just Wilson doesn't have hands. Everything that could have gone wrong just went wrong. We had momentum. We're fighting. It looks like we have life. And then, just like that, bam, gone. Because the Ravens don't know how to manage the clock. And in 30 seconds, they wasted all those efforts they spent I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Oh, man. You know, we talked about, like, whatever happens, we'll live with the results. But when you have an opportunity like this, where you have a chance to take the lead before half, knowing the Steelers are going to get the ball back, and you just waste it like that? Oh my God, this goes on John Harbaugh, this goes on RG3, and this goes on Wilson, man. Like, all three of you guys were absolutely pathetic. We can blame the refs all we want, but this would have never happened had you just spiked the ball. We put ourselves in this situation. The Steelers doing that was a smart tactic by them. That was a smart tactic by the Steelers, and it worked. It worked perfectly. Anybody that's looking at the Steelers and saying, hey, they're getting away with this, what do you expect the refs to do? It's not a pass play. If it's a pass play and somebody's trying to pull that, you can tell. But running the ball, nah. That was just piss poor management. And yeah, we know there's still 2 quarters to play. I didn't say the game was over, man. Who said the game was over? Look at the way the game's playing. Obviously, it's not over. I'm just mad at how we executed. We've seen that throughout the season. This team cannot manage the clock correctly. And we just end up doing stupid things. Nobody's saying the game's over. If the game was over, why would anybody want to be watching this? Obviously, we know the game isn't over. It's a 12-7 game. We can still win. I'm not saying the game's over. I'm just getting pissed off at the fact that our team cannot manage a clock correctly. And our coach is making stupid decisions in precious moments. Imagine if this is the fourth quarter right there, and we need a score here. Imagine them doing this dumb stuff in the fourth quarter with the game on the line. Yeah, obviously we know it's delay of game. I'm not saying it's not delay of game. We all know that's the delay of game. And the Steelers pulled a smart tactic because the refs were wrong for that. But when you run the football and everybody's crowded at the line of scrimmage and everyone jumps on the pile, how are the refs going to be able to determine whether or not somebody's on the floor purposely, whether it's an injury or they're delaying the game? Because everybody's crowded up. The Steelers aren't stupid. They did that purposely. They know what they're doing. That was a smart tactic by the Steelers because they knew they were going to get away from it from the refs. If it's a pass play and somebody's trying to pull it on the receiver, yeah. But a run play with everybody gather up at the one, they know what they're doing. That's a smart play by the Steelers. So give them their credit. Refs missed that. That was clearly a delay of game. But the Steelers knew they can get away with it. Ah, man. This is, Ivey. What an interesting first half. I didn't really care about the whole situation that was going on in the first quarter with the turnovers. Both these teams, we already know the situation we're dealing with. But the fact that the Steelers have been this bad, they got to get it together, man. Shout out to our defense because they've held out. They did not give up a single touchdown to this Steelers offense. Hopefully they can keep that going in the second half. We'll see how it goes for the most part, but, man. As for that last 30 seconds, that was absolutely pathetic. The best drive of the game for the offense, and we end the quarter like that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? John Harbaugh, what are you thinking? Why would you... From calling that idiotic timeout when we could have spiked the ball, to not spiking the ball and giving Tucker a chance. And then you decide, you know what, let's go for the gamble. We got to get 7 points here. And instead of taking the 3, you try to go for 7. And apparently we have a receiver that can't catch the ball. Well, if there's any positivity in this, it's as clear as day. Anybody at this point that has been throwing shots at this man Lamar Jackson, look at the state of the offense. They can't even properly move the ball without him. At least with Lamar, we can move the ball. We're not finishing drives because his offense is just terrible, and it's not just Lamar. But hey, with Lamar, we can move the ball, man. Ah, man. All right, second half. Getting ready for that. Hopefully, we'll see what happens there. I'm not about to just try and make no prediction or nothing. We'll just see what happens. Pittsburgh starts the half with the ball. We'll just see what this defense can do, and hopefully they get themselves together. That being said, I will see you guys after the game. I don't know if I'll probably live stream. Let me see. If I have time, I'll probably live stream after the game. We'll see what happens. Because depending on how this game ends, I might just have to pull out a live stream and just talk to all you guys. So I'll see you guys after the game, man. Peace out.